Welcome to Arcane Explained, and this is episode 9, the rest of the chakra points. Now, we know the chakra points already and what they represent, but the rest of the chakra points is kind of a new system, and it kind of works, but actually no, it works 100%, okay? I'm just being all humble because I figured it out. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start with red. So the thing about red is that it's a very powerful. What do you call it? It's a basically what I'm telling you is the rest of the anatomy. Okay, so we understand the endocrine system, but we don't understand the rest of it. So red has a representation with Earth. We see Earth red in Colorado. We see Mars. Atlantis talked about having its Earth red to cause a little bit of a thing. So it's kind of a beautiful thing. So that Earth red is skin. And also it's usually two parts, so skin and sex. Because the skin can definitely give off a distinction between the sex. I mean, men don't feel like women for a reason. And we like that. Okay, because we like that combination right there. There's a difference between male and females, different hormones going in, causing certain things to be different, including the skin. Okay. Then we have orange. Orange is usually talking about the contraction, everything else like that. We're talking about muscle. We're talking about the core, and it happens to be right where the core is. So it's a beautiful thing. We talked about the skin, the sex, and we talked about orange, the muscle, and the contraction of, and of course, obviously. Both of them affect the entire body. You have skin across your entire body. You have muscles in your entire body as well. So these things refer to the systems, but we're going from the outside in. So it goes skin to muscle, and muscle represented as orange, as fire. So because of the burning that we have, and usually if you have a bonfire, it's usually orange. You know, most fires are usually orange. If it's red, it's because it's so huge. That and the amount of fuel that it has, so a lot of stuff that's burning, we're to oxygen, so at that small level, it's going to be orange. Anyways, most of your explosions are orange anyways, that's fire. Yellow, air, which seems like a weird one, but we're talking about the diaphragm and the cavity, okay? That's a big area right here. And that diaphragm, we're talking about, you know, what holds the lungs together. The lungs is made of other things as well. However, the lungs are part of it, and it's right there at the cavities where the yellow is, or at the diaphragm. So we're understanding that we have a cavity that holds in our guts, and that guts and everything else internally is represented as wood. So the green, wood and molecular bonding, basically, which is why I like to remember it as molecular bonding or metabolism, a specific type of energy, okay? And then the guts. So that has a lot to do with molecular bonding and metabolism and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing right there. So you have the air, the cavity, and everything else like that, and then we have the guts. So we go from the skin, muscle, cavity, guts. Then we go from the guts, we go to the heart. And the heart, the blue, which is better in water, is more intense in sound. Sound is more intense in water, that kind of thing. I don't know if it travels further, but it's definitely more intense. If you ever tried playing with that. But the cardiovascular system is a very powerful one, okay? And it goes through the entire body. And there's a representation right here of 4 points of liquid inside of your body. So it's talking more about water itself. It's an interesting thing. But that water going through the body causes water going through the body goes into the guts and it goes further into the guts, okay? So it's like after the guts you have the cardiovascular, and then what controls all the involuntary reflexes, including the heart and stuff like that? That would be the nervous system, the brain. That's a beautiful thing. The purple, the neurons, the centrifugal force, or the passing of energy, the passing of, you know, simultaneous systems. I can feel me touching while I'm thinking about me touching, but then touching while I'm thinking about. So there's like so much going on right here to make me complete. We have the simultaneous system that makes us so complete. Anyways, so the nervous system, the brain, and the electricity, and that connection to everything else is what controls all the other stuff, all the contraction and everything else. You know, the heart going, and then voluntary. So it's deeper and still. So what's deeper in the nervous system? The crown, the metal, the bone. So bone is a beautiful thing. It's deeper and still. Okay. In fact, we have a bone marrow that's deeper than that as well, and it causes orthopoiesis based off the rotation of the blood in our bodies, which makes that magnetism grounded to ourselves. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. However, there's one part of the body that has something in the way. We go purple, and then we go to this metal right here, this crown, and then we have something in the way. There's the brain, right? So what happens is we go back down to the next portion of it. Energy storage. You can't have electricity without a battery. So there you go, the energy storage. Our brains have memory, we sleep, all that beautiful stuff, that's energy storage. It's a beautiful thing. So that energy storage, is for memory and everything else like that, and then it connects to the endocrine system, going from pituitary to pineal, and then, you know, to the almost, and then we go all the way down, you know, and touches everything else. Okay, the thyroid, and touches everything else, the parts of our system. And the beautiful part about that is that we just took the old system and we put it in there, but we hid it and protected it with the new system, or the rest of the system, which is from the outside in. And now it gets a little bit more complicated because there's a couple other portions in there. There's actually like 16 systems to me, because I believe that we label something as one, but there's multiple jobs for each one anyways. So it's a good thing to do. But that will be after I explain the next part of the science organized and what all this stuff is. Then I'll get into a little bit of what they would represent, or the rest of the system, what the rest of the systems would represent. So thank you for watching. This is Arcane Explain, and this is the rest of the chakras. Thank you for watching Arcane Explain. Please like or subscribe. I'm going to have more content soon. I got a bunch of other content too on paranormal stuff and paranormal activities, things that I try to catch on video, try to make it interesting for you guys. So don't be afraid to, you know, take a look at all my stuff. More content soon. Thank you very much.